William Afton is known as the main villain in the Five Nights at Freddy series. However, he has been slowly starting to drift away from the story. I want to ask, can Five Nights at Freddy's still be Five Nights at Freddy's without William Afton? Let's find out. But before we get into this, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe with notifications on, join my Discord, follow my Instagram, and my Twitter. Now let's dive into the video. William Afton is the root of almost everything evil in this franchise. William started it all. He started everything by killing those children in 1985 and stuffing their bodies inside of the animatronics. The souls of those kids became trapped in the animatronics, but then Afton went further. He manipulated the reality of the kids' souls, convincing them that the yellow rabbit is their friend. Whenever William wears the spring Bonnie suit, the kids think he's a friend. William convinces the kids that adults are evil and they have to fight back against adults, which is why they attack the security guards. The kids are stuck inside this manipulation for decades until they are finally freed in Pizzeria Simulator. Throughout the series, Afton has a variety of motivations. It starts with William being jealous of his business partner, Henry Emily. Henry has the perfect family. Henry loves his family so much. William envies it. Sure, William has a wife, 2 sons, and a daughter, but the problem is William doesn't feel any love for them. William feels that there is nothing human about him. One day, to make Henry hurt, William takes the life of Henry's daughter, Charlie. Not long after this, Charlie's soul ends up in the puppet. This is how William discovers the supernatural. William continues to do experiments with the supernatural, those experiments being the nightmare animatronics causing the death of his son Garrett, and the fun times, which caused the death of his daughter Elizabeth. These experiments help William understand how the supernatural realm works, which is when he chooses to kill the children and influence their spirits to do what he wants them to do. Due to this, William now has the perfect family and he is capable of loving. He views the kids he killed as his family. The kids do whatever he says. And that is how William feels love, through control. Playing the FNAF 1 through 6 games forces you to face off with William's perfect family. However, one day there's an incident where the spirits see William outside of the Spring Bonnie suit. William is only able to influence the kids when he has the suit on. Without the suit, the kids see him as just another adult, and they will see him as a threat. In panic, William puts on the Spring Bonnie suit so the kids stop attacking him. However, rain is seeping through the roof of the pizzeria. The rain hits the spring locks, causing them to go off. William becomes Springtrap. However, this ends up being quite good for William. As Springtrap, William feels invincible. He feels this is a new life he has been granted. He feels unstoppable, and he's now more power crazy than ever, until he gets burned in Pizzeria Simulator and is tortured by a kid he killed named Andrew in a nightmare. Now William is scared, he fears death, he fears going to hell, and he wants to find a way to become immortal, so William tricks a priest named Arthur to take him to Fazbear Entertainment Distribution Center. Once there, William blows up, and his soul possesses many objects in the distribution center, some of which we see in the Fazbear Fright stories themselves, such as Fetch, Plushtrap, Ella, Foxy, and the novelty glasses. William is immortal and his soul continues to hurt many people. He even ends up becoming a 15-foot trash rabbit called the Agony, until he is defeated by none other than the spirit of Charlie. His first ever victim is the one that defeats him. William Afton and his motives throughout the series have a lot of impact on what exactly is going on in many of the games and Fazbear Frights, to the point when even if William isn't actually there, he's still having effects on what we see. In the Fright stories, without William, a lot of the monsters are still Eleanor hurting people. In the Steel Wolf FNAF games, we meet Glitchtrap, who is a branch from Mimic 1. Glitchtrap hurts people using the yellow rabbit as his persona. We have the literal William Afton, the supernatural William Afton, and the AI William Afton. William Afton really does always come back, whether it's in person,
I always come back,
as a supernatural entity, or as an AI. So William Afton is actually present in every single FNAF game. Five Nights at Freddy's, William influences the children's spirits to kill guards. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, once again, he influences the kids, and he is also in the minigames and is constantly mentioned in Ralph's phone calls. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, William is trapped inside of Springtrap, who is the main antagonist of the game. Five Nights at Freddy's 4, once again, William influences the children, his influence takes on its own form, which is Plushtrap, and he appears in one of the minigames. FNAF World, William is the glitch bear talking to Freddy. Sister Location, William influences the children, and he's in the ending of the game. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, William shows up as Scrap Trap, and again, he influences the children's spirits. Ultimate Custom Night, we play as William Afton as he gets tortured in a nightmare. Help Wanted, William's legacy lives on in the form of Glitch Trap. Curse of Dreadbear, Glitch Trap, Special Delivery, Glitch Trap again, Freddy in Space 2, Glitch Trap, Fury's Rage, Glitch Trap, Dark Circus, Glitch Trap, Security Breach, Glitch Trap, Ruin, Helpy, Sheikah in Space, Glitch Trap, Help Wanted 2, Glitch Trap, and Into the Pit, the other version of William Afton's legacy, Eleanor. So every single game and DLC the FNAF series has released includes Afton in at least some way. Most of the books do as well. In the novel trilogy, William shows up in all 3 books. He is the main villain. William also shows up in the movie and will be in movies 2 and 3 as again the main villain. Fazbear Frights, however, has some stories without Afton, but not very many of them. In most of the Fright stories, William shows up in some way, rather he is physically present, his soul possesses one of the monsters, or Eleanor, who is made from his legacy, is attacking innocent people. There are a total of 34 Fazbear Fright stories, and 20 of those stories have Afton in some sort of way. Tales from the Pizzaplex has Afton way less. Tales from the Pizzaplex has 26 stories, and Afton is only present in 5 of them. That means 14 Fright stories and 21 Tales stories have absolutely nothing to do with William Afton. The new interactive novels we are getting only seem to have 2 Afton-related stories so far, maybe 3. The first one is VIP, which has no Afton in it. He has no presence. However, the second novel, The Week Before, while Afton doesn't physically show up, his influence over the kids' actions in the story counts. Return to the Pit will feature Eleanor, the legacy of Afton. The only one we don't know yet is Escape the Pizzaplex, but if Glitch Trap is in that story, then it counts as Afton's legacy making an appearance. While there are definitely cool FNAF stories that don't involve Afton, like the Bobby Dots, it's clear he's meant to be the main presence throughout the series. Killing Afton off so quickly is what resulted in future villains just being another version of him. Perhaps a corporate version of him can be next. But that begs the question, can the series go on without him? It definitely seems like the answer is no, which makes me wonder, what will Secret of the Mimic do? A lot of stuff in that game seems to point towards us getting Fazbear Entertainment Origins. With the game in 1979, it's possible we could get a mention of Afton. I feel like Afton does need to always come back in a way, but it also seems like the series is trying to slowly move away from him. But how do you continue FNAF without Afton? Is it possible? He's been the main evil of this series since the very first game, and while some releases have not shown him as much as others, he's always been present in some way. The idea of getting rid of Afton completely, as of now, it doesn't seem like something that should be on the table. Everything in this series can tie back to him if you really look at it. So no, I don't think FNAF can continue without Afton. He's just too much of a staple right now to the series, which makes me really wonder what the series even has planned next. I feel like they're trying to give it to us slowly, where we see villains that are kinda Afton but not technically Afton, so we can make a slow transition into a new era that doesn't really include Afton anymore. That seems like what the plan is when it comes to games like Help Wanted, Security Breach, and Help Wanted 2, where we get villains like Glitch Trap, who is sorta Afton, but not technically him. And then we transition to other games like Secret of the Mimic, which may not even have Afton at all. I guess we'll just have to see though. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everyone.